Thank you.
Welcome back to 101 Sports. I'm now joined by one of our college football experts, Jon Hill. To put a little whose side are you on? Now, Jon, what's going to happen here today is I think all the answers to these questions are the NFL.
Okay.
You are a college football man.
So I'm on my own side.
You're on your own side. You got to convince me that college football has the upper hand.
Ooh.
So our first topic today, okay?
Okay.
Which has the better stadiums?
I really think college has better stadiums. And
why?
From your initial facial expressions, I don't think you agree with me. Oh, so sad. But I really think it's an atmosphere thing in the college stadiums. If you look at most college stadiums actually average higher seating capacities than NFL stadiums do. 5 schools average over 100,000 seats. I don't know if you've ever been to a game with 100,000 seats, like Bryant-Denny, where Alabama plays, the Horseshoe, Ohio State plays. That's crazy. I've unfortunately sat at the top of the Horseshoe once. It's like you're this far from God. It's a scary feeling with that many things going on around you. When you go to see Penn State play, they're their own zip code on game days. When the fans cheer for touchdowns, it registers on the Richter scale.
See, I hear what you're saying, but my issue with college football is I think it's a lot of people going to the games because it's a social event. It's something to do on Saturday night, and they don't really know what's happening on the field.
But that still doesn't disrupt like the atmosphere of it, because you get a bunch of people who are fanatics.
I hear what you're saying.
And I feel people in college are more fanatic than pros.
I hear you, but I still disagree. So moving on. What are the better rivalries? College football right now or the NFL? Who has the better rivalries?
Once again, you've got to go with college football. If you just want to go sheer history and length of rivalries, you have to look at college football. It's unfortunate that it's been playing longer than the NFL, so you kind of have to default to that. For example, Williams College versus Amherst College is actually the oldest. You should know these. He's from your neck of the woods in Williamston, Mass, and Amherst, Mass.
Does anyone care about football there?
Well, they do. They've been having a rivalry since 1884, the oldest college football rivalry. That's more than double any pro football rivalry you can give me. A rivalry such as Michigan, Ohio State, Alabama, Auburn, Notre Dame, USC, which is actually coming up at the end of the year, which could make or break Notre Dame's big season this year. And it's things like that that you just don't get as much in pro football, like Georgia Tech. They call that good old-fashioned hate. There's no NFL rivalries that you just good old-fashioned hate somebody.
I wasn't convinced until that line. I'm going to give it to you.
Thank you.
Because that line, you made me laugh.
Thank you.
I'm giving that one to you. Okay, so moving on to our final question. Okay, which has been more fun to watch this season?
Once again, we're going to have to go with the clean sweep. It's going to be college once again.
I need you to sell me on this one.
Okay, so we're looking at the past 4 weeks of college football. There's been a lot of tumultuousness in the top of the rankings, so numbers 7 and up. Taking for granted, Alabama and Oregon have just been dominant throughout the whole season. You got to look at the rest of them. Florida State, fallen from grace. USC, fallen from grace. West Virginia and Geno Smith's Heisman candidacy, fallen from grace. You have the 4 unbeaten teams left: Alabama, Oregon, Kansas State, and Notre Dame. Yeah, Louisville's undefeated too, but they don't have a chance. It doesn't. All of them have big opportunities to lose in the next couple weeks. And if they lose, we'll continue to see more change in the top of college football. So I think as we're coming down to the wire, it's actually getting more interesting to watch.
I hear what you're saying. I understand what you're saying.
Why do you think, what are your issues, Curt?
We have to wrap it up here, but I'm just going to say my issue is it's the SEC against everybody else. There's more parity in the NFL, therefore it's more fun for me. Maybe you'll convince me next time. I like the effort, though.
But you're still wrong. So.
Hey, to each their own. Well, it's time for us to step away. But when 101 returns, Joe will be joined by another one of our college football experts to look at college football from a BCS point of view. Stay tuned.